Well, Sarah and the girls left this morning to go out of town, and I've got a big surprise for them while they're gone. Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. This is Kevin. While Sarah and the girls went to visit Sarah's dad in Illinois, they're going to be gone for a few days. I'm here taking care of the homestead, and I got a big surprise for Sarah while she's gone. You know, it's usually her job to take care of the rabbits. She's the one who comes out and does all the breeding and you know, taking care of all of that stuff. And typically she's the one who also comes out and does the feeding and watering every day. So what I did is I ordered on Amazon before she left an automatic watering system for the rabbitry. She doesn't know that it's going to be put up while she's gone, so I'm going to get hard to work and try to get it done before they get back. Let me show you real quick what it is. Alright, so I ordered these little nipples that can go on the cages. It comes with the drinking spout here, and then all of the T-connectors. And then I also ordered 100 feet of clear poly tubing. Total for this everything was $35. So really not a bad investment to get the automatic system set up. The only other thing we need is a water source. We don't have water down to this barn. So I've got a plan for that as well, to do it off a gravity feed system. Inside this room is where we store our hay and some of our feed and things like that. We call it the milking room because we also have our goat milking stand in there. Let me show you inside and I'll show you my plan. So inside this room there's a workbench. We store some of our hay underneath it. And then on the other side of this wall is our rabbitry. So my plan is to take this garbage can here, which you can see I've installed a spigot at the bottom, so the poly tubing can hook to that. So my plan is to raise this garbage can up off the ground and use it as a gravity feed system. Now, this room in general is about a foot taller than the ground level in the rabbitry. And then there's this workbench, but that's still not quite high enough to be above our hanging cages. So I need to, first of all, reinforce this workbench to make sure it can hold the weight of that water. And then I also need to raise this up about another 2 feet above that. So that's what I'm going to get working on first, is reinforcing everything and figuring out how to build the stand for this garbage can. So I'm going to get to work on that, and I'll show you as I make progress. Alright, so I figured out how I'm going to put the garbage can up. I actually don't know why I didn't realize this before, but I was able to build a platform up on top of this wall. I hope that makes sense. And it's actually, you know, on the support braces of the barn, so it's very, very sturdy up there. And then I figured, since it's way up there, it's going to be hard to see how much water is in the can. So I'm going to run a hose down to be able to fill it. But then I also attached this piece of hose that goes up the side of the garbage can. And if you can see, right there is the water level. So as you fill the can, you'll be able to see that water level go up that hose, and you'll know when it's full. I actually got this idea from another channel that I saw, did something similar with a 5-gallon bucket that was slightly rednecked. If you're not subscribed to that channel, go check that out. He's got some good rabbit things as well. But this is where we're at now. I just need to, now that I tested this level thing out, I need to empty the garbage can and then haul it up there, and then we'll be able to get started on actually running tubing over to the rabbitry. Alright, so I've got the garbage can up there, and I ran a hose down. I attached it here to the wall, and then we can just come in with our regular hose, hook to that, and fill up the can. Alright, now we can head over to the other side of this wall, which is where our rabbits are. Alright, so you can see the garbage can up there. That'll be perfect. We'll come through that wall. And we've got 10 or 12 cages. 12 cages that we need to run water to so we can stop using these bottles. Hey, do you guys like that open sign? I found that buried in a pile of stuff back in our woods when we first moved in. So I put it on the barn. We're open for business. So we need to run basically 3 rows of line, and we're also going to have to somehow protect it so that the rabbits can't chew on it. So I'm going to try to figure that all out now, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. Alright, I've got the vinyl tubing run to the first 2 rows of cages. Let me show you what I've done. So again, it's coming out of that room. Up there's the garbage can, comes through that wall here, and then what I did is I've attached pieces of PVC to the tops of the cage, and I have the wire running, or the hose running through the PVC so the rabbits can't chew on it, and then wherever there will be a T connector, I've left a space so I can go put the T connector in, and then you'll see here is the water. So there'll just be a line that runs from here down, and we'll just do that on every cage. That's what I'm going to work on now, and I'll show you when I get these first 2 rows of cages done. Okay, I've got it all hooked up for these first, let's see, 7 cages. Now it's just a matter of going to fill up the garbage can, and we'll check it for leaks and see if these first 7 work. Fingers are crossed. Alright. I think we'll only fill it halfway for now until we make sure everything's going to work okay. We should be able to see this gauge start to fill up. It's going to take a little while though. Alright, and you can see the water level right there. It's working great. I went over and checked on the other side. It looks like all the lines are filling up. We'll get a little bit more water and then we'll go check on the other side. Well, alright you guys, it seems to be working awesome. This is going to save us so much time not having to come out and fill water bottles all the time. Not to mention, honestly, it's so much cheaper. Those water bottles are like 10 bucks a piece. This is like $35 to do all of these cages. So let me show you how they're working. Alright, so the water is running. Nothing's leaking. You can see. Perfect. Alright, I've got 7 more cages to do and we'll be all done. I'm going to get working and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, well, they are all done. You can see they are working really, really well. The rabbits are already starting to figure them out. They're just a little bit different than the water bottles. They need to kind of chew on them, almost like bite on them, in order to get the water to come out, but I've seen several of the rabbits already using them. So there you have it. That took me about a half a day to put all of that up. That was for, again, 12 cages. I really think Sarah's going to be happy that this is done when she gets back. You know, especially now that we're getting into summer. You know, I know we won't be able to use this in the winter, but you know, the summers here are pretty long and this should give us a lot of good use, and the rabbits, you know, will always have a good source of fresh water. So you guys, if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to the homestead today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button now. If you're one of our traditionalists who comes back every day, thank you so much. We really enjoy all of the interaction with you. And until next time, you guys, thanks for stopping by the homestead. Take care, and God bless.